Dream League Season 22, we got the NA Finals about to get underway. Nouns versus Shopify Rebellion. Who would have thought, Avery?
I mean, going into this game one, I feel like Shopify have a bit more momentum, but I think it's very close, like 55-45.
Oh, this is not looking good for Nouns. They are completely sandwiched. You get hit by multiple fire spirits, so guaranteed first blood, if not a second or third kill. And it's probably just going to be Fly here as the other two cores do manage to slip away. That was for a second there looking like the Saberlight was going to go unnoticed and hit some sort of monster stomp.
Instead, it'll be the rotation top to try and catch our Tor. Huge kill if they can grab it.
Yeah, and the extra bit of damage is no, the neutral creep deny gets there in time. Arteezy draws the aggro onto himself, waking up those ogres. Good work.
Dead? Oh, he dodged the grenade.
Yeah, he did.
Actually,
and now it's going to be Kitcherak who dies instead. So really big rotation from Nouns, just what they needed. Now 6-minute rune is coming up, and they will not get it. It's going to be Yopaj with the regen rune. This is the worst thing they could have done, as they do manage to get that kill on bottom. But back over to top, the Storm Spirit makes the zip down to chase down Gunner, and still has the regen rune to fill himself back up. Bumping into a smoke here. This could be big if they actually manage to have enough nukes to bring him down. Stormstormer holding on to the silence until the leash wears out. And then they have Leela still ready to go with the bushwhack. Nails him, but the regen, it's not enough. The clap comes in. Just an extra little helping hand. Stormstormer will finally get that kill on Yopaj. But there is this rotation coming in from Stormstormer.
It's a big one.
On the two supports, managed to get the coil onto two. The orb not following it up, though. Doesn't opt for that. Instead, has to jump away. Yopaj is going to try and hunt him down with this double damage. But Gunner managed to hit the slight chains to keep him at base. The Supernova maybe popped a little bit early there, but they're still going to chase after Gunner. Leela's going to try and stop Yopaj, but the damage comes too quick. Thanks to the DD, or amplified damage, I should say.
What? I wouldn't say notorious. I think justified is the word I would use. I mean, the puck should be okay. Or is he?
Does have a coil if he can get away from this, but they need to chain the stuns, and not even the save from Fly is going to be enough. The Chain Frost does do some damage here, but again, the Ember Spirit doesn't really offer anything for them, so it's just two cores, or two supports rather, trying to get away. Saberlight will hit the second blink stun initiation to get that kill. They do manage to get the kill on a Saberlight in return, though, so a bad trade-off there for Shopify as they continue to dive forward. But if they can kill Gunner, it's okay. The Remnant away should place him in perfectly fine safety.
At 14 minutes. No, he wants it. All right, they're going to contest this one. Stormstormer's done messing around.
He doesn't have the damage, but the funny part is he didn't go top immediately. Chance that the Liquor. Oh, nice light chains. Otherwise, the Liquor would have taken that one away. There is a lot of mines. If Stormstormer jumps into this one, double mines popping off. Gunner gets low. Can they get the kill on him? They do. The final little farewell from Theolicore himself gets the kill. Continue to counter that idea. I mean, Ags is really not that bad all around.
Awesome. Yopaj forcing the issue with an Orchid.
Jumped out of the bushwhack just in time, and then kills Stormstormer as a result. Beautiful Chain Frost, though, keeps going and ends up bringing down Yopaj. A 1-for-1 trade-off. Both mids now gone, but Arteezy with the completed Mjolnir is charging forward. They're trying to keep him away from Gunner right now. Gunner slowed down, has one more Remnant, but he's slowed. The Remnant's not going to go far, but thanks to a Glimmer, he'll have just enough time to get away. It kind of feels like you've reached a window. You're kind of strong. Time to see if it's at all worth it. They lose the tier 2 tower. See if they can punish him. Get the reveal, but man, he has the Eternal Shroud. Plus, he has the Lotus, but it's all not enough with Yuma being able to commit with the BKB. They're going to be immediately jumping onto the mines. Gunner gets blown up.
Did not respect the high ground defense of the techies on his own side of the map. This Aegis has done its job. Expiring 15 seconds for Yopaj. He's going to force the issue on the Gunner.
And he's got an Orchid. Gunner has no way to stop it, just hoping that the Mage Slayer will slow down the damage enough, and he gets off the Flame Guard, but it's the physical damage that cuts him down. Over the side, though, Saberlight, big Chain Frost bouncing thanks to that shard. Still not enough. The damage, though, the magic resistance is so much. Yuma's now going to commit, but he has this Supernova right in his face. He has to deal with that one. Can't go over the Centaur, but now he's running out of resources. No enrage. BKB does nothing for you against the Troll, and Arteezy just wipes through the team with a triple kill.
God damn, this Centaur. He's a beef he has. Boy, that was a finish. Shiva's there on top of him from the start. That's who they needed there.
Yeah. Fly was also pretty close to level 12. That could have made a difference. They're trying again on the Centaur. Have to question whether this is going to work with the Sun Ray in the back, healing him up. They almost finished him off. The Yule Scepter to stop him. Now the turnaround. They can still maybe keep... Didn't do enough damage. No surprise there. Doesn't really have damage to begin with. Jumps back, does manage to catch Saberlight, sure, but 500 HP is about 400 too much for poor old Gunner to do.
Can't even get out because of the mine and mixed throughout the body, or is half his body the horse meat?
I feel like it's definitely like that bottom half is 100% horse.
That's what I would assume, but you never know.
Yeah, they ran into Arteezy. It's not great for them anymore. Now that he's got a BKB, he was hard enough to kill, but a BKB means that he isn't controlled up and is just able to chase down your supports. Yuma comes back in to be clean up the support. Yeah, the Supernova is here on the side, so Arteezy is fearless. He can just challenge Yuma, no problem. Leos tries to go for a TP out. Yopaj unable to stop him in time, but a 1-for-4 exchange in the end. Yeah, they saw the mines going off, and Stormstormer, he's spotted, jumps away. Saberlight, his initiation.
Yeah,
not really landing there.
They learned their lesson. Third time, they will not bite the bait of this Centaur. They want somebody else here.
And the wards are spotted too.
It has to be Artura Yopaj. And the jump has started.
Yopaj just jumping in deep, immediately going for the supports. Found him too. Fly almost dead already. Does manage to get off the Chain Frost, but Arteezy has BKB, only struck once by that Chain Frost. Supernova does manage to go off, so Yuma's stuck in the middle of nowhere. He's going to try and deal with the egg. He may not even get that as Yopaj interrupts him. Can't even finish off a support in that mix. Nouns are just completely done in this game. It looks like they really have no way to be able to fight Shopify in this kind of team fight. You could see.
Look at him go.
Yeah, there's not much to stop him. They could break him to slow down the damage a little bit. Beautiful stomp there from Saberlight. Should be able to catch. Oh, Fly actually, nice turnaround. Does have the control. They got a bash, but Yopaj is able to get up the BKB and zip his way out of there. Arteezy, they're going to keep trying to kite him around, but a lot of these disables are easily cleansed. A crack in this armor of Shopify. He's got the shard too, so look, it's just like a Luna. He's hitting buildings, but he's also dishing out damage to anybody who gets close.
Rolls out of control, man.
You're gonna try again here with the shot from the Hoodwink, with the BKB goes off this time from Arteezy, and they initiate. Supernova out on the side with the initiation of both Saberlight and Yopaj catching the back line, keeping him inside the Supernova range.
Right,
while Arteezy pushes forward. Lacour trying to help him out here. Doesn't quite land the stuns. Yuma will survive, and Arteezy may find his first Aegis burned out, but it's Nouns who are losing members. Don't have a buyback on Gunner now. 4 heroes.
Oh, another two-man.
Stop once again from Saberlight, and Yopaj will immediately follow that one up, trying to get the kill onto the Ursa. Yuma once again will manage to get himself back to the fountain, but this is his third trip back to the fountain in one fight.
Nowhere left to run, as this game is going to get closed out here on the back of Heart from Saberlight. This Centaur has been a tough target to go on. They did not have good choices. Yuma will find somebody. Artur does not care.
Back from Kitrak. He's like, well, you're not going to keep me up long. They call it before they even go for the final blow. They know they're being bled out right now, so.
Yeah, this game just got out of control. I mean, you got to write it off and go game 2. You started that game going into lanes down 1100 gold. Did not get much better from there. I can see the Beast being very good and very fast here. It's so much to fight through in the 5-on-5. They will cheese that Ember with the pick that I mentioned game 1. Like, why ban the bounty when you can just Huskar Viper him anyway? Find themselves at a little bit of a level disparity, as well as gave Gunner the solo XP just to try and keep up versus the early harass, but it's going to be a pretty free lane for Arteezy as they find first blood on Saberlight for a huge pickup there. This is as bad as it gets, and what I was going to say is, again, is this trade-off worth this early Ember pick, right? Like, is sacking this Ember in 2 games worth the trade-off you're getting, which is in game 1, nothing, and in game 2, in theory,
bottom lane,
Beastmaster
rotation. Once again, Nouns are going to use the early fly rotation through the gate to offset some of these laning problems. Also means your solo off lane has a harder and harder time being able to stick around. Laylis is going to be chased down by Kitrak. They'll trade out the kill as Fly with the amplified damage. Clean up, no problem. Mid lane going in onto Stormer while he is still not level 6 and he is still dead.
So we'll give some time for Stormer to catch up and miss another 50-50.
Okay, and Armaroon, you're not touching this Viper. He's going to get the kill, no problem, onto Lelis, who spiteful throws out a bushwhack.
It's not as easy a target anymore, and the Arc Warden's very hard for them to interact with early. It's just difficult to gap close Arteezy unless you like smoke flank him or something.
It doesn't stop. Stormers had to use 3 remnants to get away from Shopify's 2 attempts at going at him. As Yopaj is just like, I'm not gonna let you farm anything, not even these
bringing Yuma here.
Coming in from Yuma, this is a weird one. If it doesn't land, you have pulled your carry out of a winning lane. It might catch up to Theolocor here, but it's certainly not worth Yuma's time. That Gunner, who is quite far behind any of the other cores, but maybe he could have caught up if he gets these stacks. And at the same time, Arteezy is going to press forward with the help of Kit Track. They're going to put pressure on this tower while taking these Ancients. Shopify is just very efficiently dismantling Nouns and everything they want to do to try and recover off of a bad laning phase. Dive through. Lelis caught out in the mid lane here. Stormer going to try and help him by getting a kill on a Theolocor. The last Acorn is not enough. Theolocor is going to survive as Stormer's pressured away by that Viper every single time he tries to make a move. He starts going down to bottom lane for Arteezy.
Oh, they might catch him.
Maybe. It's going to be a long run. They're going to have to dive into tower for this one. They're too far away on Fly. They're going to look at the support on Kid Shrek perhaps, but they know Supernova's ready to go and the Viper is here, and that is death. If you cannot TP away, if you cannot outrun the Viper, then you are dead, and that's going to be the case for Fly.
Not even fighting the real hero. They're just fighting an illusion. It'll set up a 2-man arena.
Finally sees his opportunity to use that Blink Dagger. He wanted to get the kill on the Ember Spirit earlier. Instead, he says Lelis will have to suffice. Gets that one. Kid Track runs down Stormer at the same time. How did he die?
He's still sitting there.
Yeah, the Spark Rate actually did go off, but Arteezy didn't notice, and he is going to be found. See if they can burst him down fast enough. Bushwhack lands. Fly follows it up. The Magic Missile still not enough. Fast enough damage. The Spear comes through with the arena, and Arteezy's going to stay alive. Disaster for Nouns. Stormer is certainly more behind than he was in game 1. As you said, they chose him to tank the bad matchup this time around, and he's not having a better go of it than Gunner did in game 1. Nouns will try and trade themselves. Towers. They did, yeah.
They did it to themselves. They did it from first pick, where they knew they weren't going to put this Ember in a good position.
Oh, the Viper's on the other side of things. They're going to get some shit, but they actually do manage to stop the initiation of Saberlight, or rather, he whiffs it. Misses the spear, but Yopaj is still stronger than anybody else in these fights. He'll go for Gunner, the TP out. Successful, he'll stay alive, but it's Yuma who is having the best game of Nouns so far. Like when you lose lanes like this and you start having damage problems, and then all of a sudden you just add in an extra 400 HP.
The Kobold watch is on. You enjoyed that.
The best thing Nouns got in a while was killing that ward. Immediately a fight breaks out though. Not looking the worst though. Yuma did a lot of damage to Saberlight. They swap him out though for fear he didn't have Omni Slash. That's why. And they can't even get him far enough away.
No turnaround potential without Omni up in this game. It's like 80% of their damage. We'll find a quick pickoff. Extra farm for Yuma. That's a big kill.
Yeah, that's a lot, considering the streak he had going on. And, well, Stormer's got a different streak going on. Now, there is an opportunity for Nouns with swap and taking some sort of high ground to fight. They're going to smoke and see if they can get behind Shopify. Though you could see Yopaj and Saberlight are positioned back here, specifically trying to protect their support. Saberlight will actually jump into this.
Oh, the Lotus!
Oh, and he got off the Lotus Orb onto the Omni Slash. There goes a big part of Nouns toolkit, and they have to get out immediately. It's an Orchid on Stormer. That's going to be one, maybe. Fly is also stuck inside the arena. Can't help Stormer. Can't save himself. So that'll be 2 down on the side of Nouns with Shopify. Maybe ready to hit high ground again. Maybe hit tier 2. Whatever it is, the world's kind of their oyster right now. Dodge on the finger, and he still has the Yules to deal with some of the damage. Problem is going to be if Theolocor gets another round of disables off. He's got Blink up in 2 seconds, and Stormer's out of mana. And that'll be it for him, unless the healing... No, there's too many slows, surely. Stormer gets out of the way. The healing ward keeping him alive, but again, he has no mana. Spotted eventually. Sunray's going to give him the vision. Surely they'll get this kill. And Gunner, actually, what happened to him?
going in. Yuma going out. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Gunner just got Arena Spear down here. I actually think Artur dies there if they can get the swap off, but he's just perma silencing Fly on the run-in. I don't know, maybe if you Glimmer Cape this Venge in, he can swap the Arc Warden. You have to get cheeky here, make something happen.
Oh, got him up. Spear back. Oh, the swap away. Can they get Yuma to safety? Another Lotus Orb. Omni Slash. So the Mars is destroying Nouns with his own Omni Slash. He'll get a jump away on a Stormer, but it's Yuma who was everything for Nouns. And with him being dead for 60 seconds, it is another lane of barracks. It is a tier 4s even for Shopify. They know they've got this game in the bag, and it could be just the series' is momentum full on for Shopify. A 2-0 potentially if they could just break them in this final fight. Another shot from the Hoodwink. Doesn't really do much to that Lion. Spear onto Stormer. Control very easily with the disables. And again, no damage. No threat. Shopify just keep pushing forward to swap back, but they don't have additional repositioning tool. They're going to buy back onto the Ember Spirit, but they're going to fight them into their fountain. That's how unafraid they are, with the magnetic field protecting them from the fury of the fountain. They'll easily clean up the entirety of Nouns. 2-0 up in a best of 5. Two very dominant games for Shopify Rebellion. Kind of scary playing Alk into Slardar sometimes too. Adds like the healthy amount of burst damage. They go for the Terrorblade, which is some of these options, right? High base armor against the Slardar.
It's been the MO of every Western European team for the last 2 years, right? Like, snowball your mid and run behind the guy. The old Quinn Callahan maneuver. Started in NA, you know? Look at this aggression on the safe lane here.
Yeah, seriously. Saberlight.
He's
going to get run down. I don't think he has a way out of this one unless the Flame Break saves him. He hides behind the tree, but eventually he'll be found. He gets some damage on a unit that ensures a trade-off of kills. But Theolacor is going to have a huff. Yeah, he's not going to be able to chase down Fly. In fact, he just gets himself killed trying to challenge Fly like that.
They've just upped the priority on it faster for Shopify. Maybe Nouns not feeling the hero.
They're trying a little bit too hard for this Wisdom Rune. Theolacor is going to get burned out or shot down, in this case, by Lelis. Gunner's like, I'm going to doom Yopaj out of this power rune.
Come here, son. You want that rune? You want that rune, boy? You know you want it.
They're going to swap him back into the doom. That's
Everybody's
the combo.
here.
There we go.
Doing pretty well. Midas up on Gunner as well. So he's going to start to pick up the farm pace, help him scale here. And a smoke from Shopify straight into Stormer.
Yeah, but the supports, they don't have level 6 on Theolacor, no lasso, and they're going to get a helping hand from Fly. Yopaj shows up.
Sunder.
Oh, beautiful Sunder from Yuma. Keeps Storm alive. Great stuff, and they're not going to get punished for it at all. In fact, Gunner's here. He doesn't have Doom, but he is a threat with level 4 Scorched Earth just being enough damage. Oh, they're actually going to turn around with Arteezy. He is here. They had the vision on Lelis. They'll collect that kill first. Now trying to chase down Gunner, who no longer has the movement speed of Scorched Earth. And right next to a wall is going to get bumped twice. Nice chains. Beautiful stuff from Stormer as Nouns continue to play very nicely around each other.
Instead, it's Theolacor. TP's out, goes back mid, and instantly Blink lassos a free target here. Not bad, Ryder. He had an 0-6 start, but he's got his item double chain.
In on a Theolacor, but that's not what Gunner want. Gunner charging forward with the Shivas, immediately gets the Doom out of Yopaj, but there's the Stone Gaze trying to reset. Saberlight and Yopaj both going to get back, but yeah, they're probably going to have to deny Yopaj out here. Nobody. Oh,
can't deny him.
You can't deny him on Doom anymore. That's right.
Yep.
Maybe part of this is just the buildup of like early Diffusal Blade. Like, that kind of makes up for the tread stats-wise.
Yeah, maybe.
Why?
I mean,
he gets mega comboed here in the mid lane. Jesus. Not sure if that was entirely worth it for Shopify, but we'll see what else they get out of this situation. Yopaj diving in pretty deep here. He does have the Aegis. The blast off will finish that one off. Meanwhile, they do have the lasso going out on Stormer, but he's perfectly fine. healed up enough that he's good, and they're going to have to use the Stone Gaze to try and reset. In fact, even the Rolling Thunder being threatened just to make sure they can get out Shopify. Spend way too many resources to kill Avenge, and Nouns punish.
A very glass cannon-y build, you know? It's going to deal a lot of damage, but if he does get focused down, could just bleed out very fast.
Gets the Doom on Theo, of course, stopping him from going for the lasso, and the swap back gets Gunner out if you're able to reset now. TP away from Arteezy's already used the Stone Gaze. Saberlight will be left behind, and the Bat Rider won't... Oh, he will tick out. The last tick is enough.
I mean, Cap, it says you're doomed. Can't blame him. There's not much else coming out here from Shopify. Pango had a rough early game, so Yopaj is not able to assert himself to make up for it. An aggressive smoke will try and pop. Oh, he got the Manta
dodge, and he gets off the Stone Gaze. As a result, they have to swap back out, but Gunner is still caught inside of that Stone Gaze, but Arteezy can't be super aggressive just yet. Yuma actually gets hit by the Stone Gaze enough that he has to run away now. Stuck inside the Supernova. This is a disaster for Nouns. He's hit by the stun. He needs to get off the Thunder, but the slow turn is too much. Stormstormer diving in to try and finish up one hero. Does manage to get the Bat Rider, but a dive after him is Kittrack. Gets the vision onto him. Arteezy chasing after him with that disperser. See if he can catch up. Oh, he's in the river too. That's real bad as Saberlight's going to be able to keep up with him. Triple kill for Yopaj. A 1-for-5 wipe.
10-15 second window here. You hit it fast, hit it hard.
Oh, what a crush. Managed to get the interception onto 2. Stormstormer and the follow-up with the Rolling Thunder. Hits onto 3. Beautiful stuff. And the Stone Gaze out as well. All of their heroes are crumpled by the hits from Shopify back to back. Saberlight and Yopaj doubling up very nicely. Going to chase after Yuma, who now has off his mana, turns and fights, and will be able to successfully bring down Saberlight, but he's slowed down. He's inside the Sun Ring once again. He's not going to be able to get off the Sunder.
You just can't find a target. Yopaj had the Lincolns there. They want to find the Pango and the Slardar or the supports, just not the Dusa. Second BKB is now up for Gunner. So he can commit as well.
Heroes, they're going to find the Phoenix first, see if they can burst him down. He does manage to get off the Supernova. Uh-oh, this could be bad with so many stuns. They finish off the Supernova with ease, and they get a Doom out onto the Slardar with the BKB Terrorblade. He is too big. He is tough to bring down. They're going to pop a Sunder just to make sure that Yuma stays a little bit healthier. Yopaj doing a lot of damage with the help of Arteezy, but Arteezy is going to get burned out. They do finish off the Doom, but it's going to be Arteezy left alone against so many heroes, so many stuns. He has no chance of living through this.
That is a very different fight when you can just commit in there with the debuff immunity, right? There's no control for it, so...
Nouns just are not expecting. Last thing they want is a normal 5-on-5, and maybe they find an opportunity here trying to pick off the techies. They'll get him. Gunner is right in the middle of it. Does manage to throw out his Doom, stopping the Phoenix. That's going to be him dead, as well as the other support and Bat Rider. Now the core is chasing after Gunner here. Does get a swap back though, and Arteezy's receiving heavy damage from oh my god, he just gets ripped apart, man. The Terrorblade decimates him without a butterfly. There is a massive difference in damage output of these carries.
Done in the fight. Yuma's way more sustained, way more guaranteed fighting power, and I mean, this game's just over, right?
Yeah, they're going to buy back. They're going to throw everything they have, but it's only going to be the cores that are available here. Really good hits from Yopaj, no doubt, with Arteezy teleporting in from behind. But again, another swap save that keeps Gunner alive, and they still have yet to deal with Yuma.
Going thrown.
Yeah, he was... Okay, now he's going to side against it. Hits a Sunder. Does manage to get that off just in time. Goes for Arteezy, and again, Arteezy, man, just a little bit of stuns, a few seconds of hits from these illusions, and the Terrorblade himself. He just overwhelmed that mana shield. Ultra kill for Yuma to close things out is a proper way to start a comeback here for Nouns in this series.
It could really just destroy the map. Like, absolutely destroy it. And they don't want any of it. As a Pango swap for the Coddle mid? Yeah. No, they wanted none of that matchup. I actually played mid Bounty versus mid Coddle in the last week.
I am actually realizing that. Yeah, okay. Smoke Ink is going to be able to find its mark potentially, or maybe not. Fly. He's going to die, and Yopaj is too fast. They couldn't close it, and Gunner is now going to be a second death potentially, as they're going to have some additional slows. The Nova's coming up, and yeah, that's going to be not just first blood, but a second blood going the way of Shopify Rebellion. Well, setting it up. Potential for some action here in this bottom lane with Kittrack getting so low, and no raindrop either. He trying to pull that one in.
Meta top.
Top lane meta, another one used. They're going to try and challenge Yuma during this timing, but it looks like they have too many wand charges, and they're going to be able to bring down Yuma.
And missed the flag hit.
He just needs the swashbuckle, and he got it in the end. And he's got a shield crash coming up a second. He can try and go for the kill on fly, especially with the kit track making the rotation through. He got hit by mine, though. Lelis commits, misses the blast off, gets the blood grenade to get the kill on the last hit. But still, a rough one for Nouns in that rotation. We'll try and close in. Probably going to need there's another shuriken to slow him down. The stomp lands, and they're able to burst him down. Big track kill. And shuts down Arteezy again from that coveted level 6. They got to be careful, though. The blasts are coming in. Stormstormer gets run over by that one, and so does Gunner. They're both going to die as they get too aggressive, thinking they could challenge the supports there as well. But a blast from Yopaj.
You just want to get rid of this solar bind. Can't blame him.
Got the regen. Turn around. Theo in some trouble here. If the Venge can get close enough. Big blast healing up some of these heroes. Stormstormer's getting low. He's trying to run it out, and he does manage to run himself fast away from all the damage. He stays alive. They get 2 kills.
This Coddle's control right now. You're just dead. There's absolutely nothing you can do. The power of the pick. They'll find a return kill.
And they get the gyrocopter. They may be punished for it, though. It's going to take a little bit more to get the kill. And now they're caught in the frostbite with Saberlight. Swashbuckling forward. Swap in. Kitrak winning, or excuse me, Fly winning the kill on Kitrak, rather. Lelis, nice dodge there in the shield crash. And Yopaj is gonna have some damage from the bounty hunter, meeting blinding light pushback though onto Stormstormer. They're gonna call it there.
What is happening to Yuma right now?
Whoa, the Sunder being popped out here, and the stomp comes through. The double damage supports get blown up by Gunner with the one switch double edge.
Doesn't want to let him go.
Yeah, he's going to catch up to him, but at the same time, if they don't have the Rolling Thunder, there's not that much follow-up to all this. Stormstormer is just like, okay, I'm going to pop the BKB. Everyone else is out. That was a great trade. Big smoke. This could land just where they wanted to, but running into Gunner instead of the other cores. Big Lotus. Stormstormer slowed down, can't actually get the hit off, finally does. The Kitrak, he'll die, but he already drew a lot of attention. Saberlight goes to the finish on the fly, does manage to get that one. Scotty slowing down Arteezy as he chases after Lelis. Lelis going for the blast off, hit by the stun, not able to get far enough away. E-Blade actually helping him out there. The missile's coming in, he finally does die, but now the missile's going to be reflected back to Thea Lacour. They do manage to get a force staff to get him away. Saberlight jumping forward, so much damage. What was that challenge?
What?
They got a gem off of that too, so Yuma, they trade off of 2 for 3, maybe not necessarily the best, but taking the gem away from Shopify Rebellion was amazing. He's got that minus 30% damage taken.
Oh, that's big.
With the shard. And this guy's going to like 10,000 effective HP. He's going to start jumping in close immediately to Artur, who needs some help to be able to get him away. They swap him back in. Yuma is actually kind of out of position because of that swap. That was not good for them. And Arteezy's managed to get himself away thanks to Rolling Thunder, stopping Yuma from chasing down these heroes. He's struggling to be able to hit anything with the disarm coming out from the frostbite with a follow-up. Now he's going to use that extra movement speed to try and get away. Arteezy may not be here, comes back in, managed to get off the Sunder though just in time over Saberlight before he can roll it up. Down to half HP. Big damage from Saberlight as he managed to hit a big swashbuckle, but they had the cheese. Now they've got the Lotus out onto the TB. The TB is going to be hit by the stun, but there's no follow-up after the missile. Arteezy is only just now back into the fight, and he doesn't have Chemical Rage. He's got a Bloodthorn.
Useless.
And he's got buybacks at this point, but it's Saberlight who's doing out all the damage. They have to stop Yuma from being able to get away from this one and swap back. The meta is now down. He's making a run for it. All of these heroes from Nouns just running interference, making sure that their carry gets out alive. He stuns himself. It's going to be Gunner who is going to be left behind here. He is the one hero on the side of Nouns that will very slowly die.
Can't close it out. But right now, they look like they're in a solid position to close it out if they get one more good fight.
Saberlight spotted. Got to be careful of the swap. There it goes. Doesn't roll up. Doesn't get the Rolling Thunder off in time. Swashbuckles over to the side thanks to the extra status resistance, but he's going to be a little bit stuck here, and the damage will catch him. Oh, that's a little inefficient when you got an Alchemist, but I guess we may not see this game get to that point. We got 25 talents that are coming up for a lot of these supports, and swap back. Saberlight rolls it up. Rolling Thunder, but the physical damage is too much for him. Yuma brings it down quick. Arteezy trying to challenge the Terrorblade. He's blowing him up. Oh, that damage was too much, and look at him go to work on the Centaur too. Yuma's gonna come back in for a second life. Can Arteezy keep this going? A blast off of Fear. It's all trouble for Arteezy. He goes down. He does have a second life he's gonna have to use a buyback for to be able to hold this one out, but it looks like he's holding on to it for now, seeing if Shopify with their spam can keep these heroes at bay.
That Terror Wave was the only thing stopping the Berserk Ogre.
So Shopify getting any sort of opening here, which is going to be Saberlight jumping in onto the Terrorblade. Terrorblade, no BKB, heavily chain stun, but there goes that swap. And now with the Stampede also being used, they're going to refresh. Yuma, he is not going to be able to get this kill. Fly couldn't get the swap out onto his illusion. They will get the lane of barracks. That's one of those awkward interactions where you stop the Sunder and Sunder him back. That means, swap back, there it goes.
But he got BKB.
Same thing with the swap, but a BKB, he clears through the illusion pretty quickly. TP in, coming in from the Vengeful Spear, another swap ready to go. They got to get back. They got to get away from here. Fly's looking for it. He doesn't pop it. Actually, the Book of Shadows protecting Saberlight.
Units out, do some
one of the mines
scouting.
going off for TZ, getting some information. Pops it, goes for it, sees some heroes grouped up, and immediately tries to combo them, but they do have Yuma on the side here. The Scotty is already laying in. Flight's gonna die soon. That's gonna be the first one down, but Arteezy, he needs to refresh, but he's just so slowed down by the Scotty. He can't get away from all these heroes. The fight's gonna continue with Shopify with Kitrak on top of all these heroes with a freezing field. It's almost killing Stormstormer, but it's not quite enough, but he got Frostbite onto Yuma. Yuma has to turn around, get off the Sunder. He gets it off time. Saberlight can't do anything about that now. Book of Shadows trying to get away. Leading his supports behind. Can he get out of it? Swashbuckle away, get bursted by the damage reflection of Arcanist armor.
And even then, he has another buyback.
Yeah.
It's just so much HP he has to get through 3 mirror shields.
Oh, Yopaj goes to the gate, immediately caught as Roshan will now switch sides.
And your buyback for Gunner has returned. Oh, Artur, you are showing very deep.
Yeah, they just took Roshan nearby.
Double stun.
Do they have any bashers? He doesn't pop BKB. What's going on? He's just dead with no buyback?
Says take me to
Is
game
that how
5.
this game ends? Yeah, legitimately the second biggest threat in these fights is the Crystal Maiden.
It really is. He's still deciding on a tier 5 item, gets a Seer Stone. Not really going to make a big difference here.
Let's see what they can put together here. It's going to have to be Saberlight hitting some beautiful Rolling Thunder smashes, and he hits nobody on his entrance. So we're going to have to reset and wait for another one, which is going to be up in 35 seconds, but they don't have that amount of time with Nouns going straight for the tier 4s. Spells being bounced back all over the place. Saberlight needs some help here. Swap back in. Book of Shadows. That'll help him get away. Damage being thrown out. BKB forced to be used by Yuma with Kitrak in there with the freezing field.
A lot of
damage. He gets BKB out of some of these heroes, but ultimately may not be able to escape the swap back on Athea Liqueur as well. Both the supports down, and so does Saberlight fall. A lot of damage, but ultimately no carry to help bail them out here. Yopaj throwing Dagon after Dagon, but a Sunder usage from Yuma will end this game. Gets a full HP and a chance to slowly bring down this buildings and these heroes and push it to a game 5.
Yeah, damn. I think the amount of people, if you polled them after that game 2, that would have thought this was going to go to a game 5. I don't know, something that just makes
mid an off-lane Razor or something, or mid Razor against the Kunkka.
Do that too. There's Invoker.
No, they go back to the Invoker. They just trust in Stormstormer here, because these two are going to get strong. Level 2. That's going to be the scary point. I mean, they've got 4 nukes basically to be able to use against you.
Arteezy just decent positioning out trades them, but they find the kill with the Impale beam level 1.
Here comes that portal rotation.
Right on
cue. The support's low, they dive through and manage to hit both of these heroes. A beautiful impale, though, from Fly will relieve Yuma of some of this pressure. Fly might just get burnt out here from the constant damage from the Phoenix, but Lelis looks to get the turnaround kill onto Thea Liqueur. Kitrak keeps him alive and turns it back around with a level up into Sunray.
There's a smoke from Shopify sending Yopaj bottom with another boat. Once Yuma and he will get him.
Yeah. That's going to put Saberlight into level 6 as well. Yeah, misses the boat, but that's okay. They still got plenty of damage. But yeah, now level 6 on Saberlight.
To be expected here.
Right?
He also has some power. And now they're starting to stack that triangle for him. So now Nouns are playing more of an economy defensive game. They realize
Going for Gunner, see if he can get his Blink Dagger at the right time. Nope. Pulled back into the torrent, instantly killed.
That's very true.
Yuma gets down. I'm gonna say it's game 5 things. And finally, they find Yuma. They've been trying to hunt him down for a while here. Gets off the Eclipse. They immediately pop the Supernova. Looks like Theolacour doesn't actually die. The kisses raining in are not gonna find him. The egg survives easy, and Saberlight comes in from behind. Hits a big stomp onto the two of them with the Doom. A bit of extra damage on Gunner. That's all they need. He'll tick out. If they could just get enough, that might be enough.
He's gone. You are doomed, sir.
He's dead. He's dead, dead, dead.
Last tick is all it takes. These Nouns supports are really going to suffer. They have no space to operate in. Whereas Shopify, because they have so much more territory, supports are going to continue to find the levels and farm.
Which is where they need a team fight win. Gunner goes, no, instantly ensnared. Oh, that is bad luck for Gunner as his initiation is ruined. Tornado goes out. Arteezy might still be able to get him. No, he actually hexed up, and yeah, with an ultimate used on his first life, this is going to be trouble. They need a good bow to be able to protect him. The kisses go out. He goes straight for Yuma. Managed to get him with a bushwhack. An immediate finger. There goes the Eclipse. Tries to chase down Arteezy. He's got the vision on him. Skewered back over to Gunner, and they finish him off. Yuma's in trouble, though. BKB, Yopaj charging through into the tier 2 tower will help finish him off. They get a 1-for-2 exchange, but it was also the Aegis for Shopify. Get that pick off.
Big little pick. They're still chasing.
Still chasing. The support's leading the charge, trying to give him the cookie, but the torrent stops it. Catching him. Now Arteezy challenging with his Aghanim Scepter. RP going out, holding him during that timing. Can they bomb him? Let's skewer back on so many heroes, but is it good? Tornado kisses all in the same spot. Yuma with the glaze bouncing through. He can clean up all of these heroes. Yopaj, the glaives tearing him apart. A team wipe for Nouns.
And a gem on the back of it as a monster skewer. Rip any of these instant spells, it's just guaranteed.
Being pushed back more and more. The Manta Illusions getting information. Now Nouns, they're the ones holding the high ground and the vision advantage.
How far do you want to push it here?
Laylas on the other side. Glimmercape gets some vision, slows down Theolacour. Yuma tries to chase him down. Has the glaze down. They do manage to get off the Doom onto Gunner. Gunner, no chance for an RP here. And the Troll is on top of the Luna with the ultimate going off. He's slicing him down. Pushed away, disarm. Not good enough. Nice play from Laylas trying to finish him off. It's not quite enough to finish off Arteezy. He will live through it all. The boat debuff puts him down to 1 HP in the end.
Yopaj did split from the pack. Actually will catch him.
Got him with the X. The follow-up is coming through. A stun nicely placed. No mana on Saberlight. He pops his BKB, has just enough. Was it cheesy? All right, so
bizarre play. Very value versus the Luna this game. A hero that relies on healing.
Runs into Arteezy.
And power and...
Awkward with the Yules. Hit by the Acorn as well. Can't blink away. Fly, holds himself. Has that magic immunity. They can get the skewer back in. Oh, a Force Staff actually stops him, and Arteezy gets the opportunity to get off his BKB, and he's right on top of the Luna, too. Luna's in trouble. Manta coming up in a second, but it's too late. He's already been doomed up, and he's definitely dead. And RP hit by Gunner. Yes, Yuna, he's trying to put out the damage before he dies, but it's not enough. They only get the kill on Yopaj. The heal is keeping Arteezy up alive. Saberlight pulled back in by the Shockwave. Finger of Death, trying to finish him off, and another skewer to keep him inside. A second core goes down, and a gem recovered for the side of Nouns.
I mean, I still feel like if you Alacrity empower Yuma, he does not get Doom dispelled. He's a monster. High ground ward. Saberlight sees them all. He got hexed.
But he gets hexed up. Fly with the instant reaction and a chance for Yuma to be able to get off his full pit. He has gotten out the glaze. He's gotten out the Eclipse. Arteezy gonna pull on through, though. He destroys everybody in that fight.
He still damage. He did not have the high ground vision there. That was Shopify's high ground vision. Just somehow salvaged the hell out of that, because if Luna got doomed, that was way worse.
Miss Tornado. Arteezy. That was a big play, but he still gets caught by the skewer back in.
BKB,
and Gunner survived through this one. Has to use his BKB. Disarm goes out. Need to get more skewers. He has another skewer coming up, but he actually has to use it to get back to the fountain. Otherwise, he might die to the Sun Ray. Not quite. Kittrack. No dive. So he's going to be in some trouble here if Stormer is able to chase him down to the corner. Yeah, he's stuck. No way out of this one. And they did enough to hold. They
Extra
don't
skewer
need
range as
their
well.
damage dealer, who did all the damage in that last team fight, by the way. Yuma did 9,000 damage in that last team fight, and it wasn't even close. Like, TZ still has his Battle Trance Blink ready to go.
He's going to man up for the Roche. He's going to force him to engage into his ulti here with no BKB on the Luna. It is coming down to RP versus Doom.
They're going to get that amp damage from Roshan's roar. Saberlight jumps in immediately, goes for RP! Whiffed from Gunner! The damage hits from Saberlight. Top of the blue dagger. He's still going to go for it. Still going to go inside the Roshan. Pit takes him to the other side with the Cataclysm almost blowing up Arteezy. Arteezy, his ultimate is wearing out, but his heal is coming in through. The tornado just a bit too late to be able to save him. Roshan into the pit. Gets the Aegis on the Opage. Yuma, he doesn't manage to get that extra life. He goes for the TP out. He's going to be knocked. He can't get out. Arteezy still being kited around, but it doesn't matter. The rest of the team is able to control up the enemy carry. Arteezy floats his way down onto the kill of Yuma.
And they even got the blind. Oh my. Dude, Yopaj is way too goddamn good at Dota. he literally waved this guy off the Aegis. The skewer almost salvaged that, jammed him in the corner, but it doesn't matter. And now Arteezy, he has free reign, but he does not have Aegis.
Yeah, keep that in mind. Aggressively pulling his team in with him. Dangerous move, but the Torrent's got to pull in onto Yuma, trying to get him off, trying to get him away. Oh, there goes the ultimate. They do manage to pull him back in with the X, and he's dead. Die back. No more carry. No more damage on the side of Nouns. Their only opportunity now is to pull them into the fountain. But Yopash is pulling him out of the fountain, back into the arms of Arteezy. Another tornado will let the other two live for now, but Shopify... Wait, they're just going in for it. They're going to lose their Aegis. They pop the supernova underneath the fountain like this too. Is this a throw? They lose him. What is happening? Is going to die as well. What is Shopify doing? What the fuck are they doing?
You've delved too deep, too greedily. The
fountain's the Magnus is back up. Now they're going to be caught by another tornado. Gunner is going to be here soon. They got to be out. They got to get away from the skewer. Here comes Gunner, and they've got him. They've got it with the shockwave. They've got it with the skewer back. Saberlight, desperate to get anything off before he dies, gets off the doom, but a cookie gets him away. A disarm onto Arteezy. He can't do the damage. Now he's being pulled back into the EMP. He's caught. He's there's nothing he can do. He's dead. Arteezy, Shopify. Why? Why did they do this?
He does not have the gold for it.
I mean, they're really going to try hitting high ground here. This is so dangerous. He's going to have to use BKB or he's going to be pulled back into the tier 4s. Maybe what is he doing? He doesn't get anything off.
What? Why is he just hitting?
I don't know, but Gunner, he's found another one. Leela shoots him in, hits the RP onto 2 with the tornado afterwards, gets skewered back. BKB goes off, misses the Alacor as well. Turns around with the Doom, Ogre Seal Totem, manages to land the Stomp onto the Invoker, pulling him back in with a Tidal Wave as well. Yopaj with his park, refreshes up, goes for another one, and does manage to finish off the Invoker with the buyback coming in from Arteezy. He's here. They pulled Yuma into the boat, but they don't want to keep this going.
This is a Radiant Outpost fight, though. They can just take it and force it with the buybacks.
Shiva's going out, Saberlight a little bit scared. He does get skewered back once again with the Hex. You know, he does have that tier 4. He does manage to turn it around. Doom not going off the RP. It caught him, but the burst damage is there nonetheless with the supernova on top, exploding on top of all of Nouns, blowing up their hopes for the first round of the fight, but they do have a buyback. They've got a big wave pushing in mid as well. They've got to deal with.
Hardcore will commit. He knows he has to. Triple buy from Nouns will force the
Stormstormer jumping forward over the blink of Saberlight. Saberlight does manage to get the Doom out on him. But Yuma is here to hold up his boy.
RP,
let's jump in. RP, skewer. Where is it? He's going to pull him in, but he's not pulling him into Yuma. Yuma's being controlled up. He's shot into them. Refresh. Now pops the Manta BKB with the Eclipse going out. Trying to go through these heroes, but the boat is keeping him alive for now. He's having a hard time latching on to heroes. Gunner skewers him back in again, but Arteezy is untouchable. But push back in. The Cataclysm. He gets away from it. The Cookie puts him down. Lelis comes back in just the nick of time and puts Arteezy down with a dieback. Now Yopaj on the run. Boat. 1 point of damage would finish him off. Saberlight with a BKB coming up in a second. Might be able to make a break for it. He's gonna run. Stormstormer blinking forward. Can they get a blink off? Can they keep the damage on him? The BKB wears out. And now Gerseal Totem up in 3 more seconds.
Proc this Lion off a crit Acorn. Never know.
Yeah.
They're pushing in mid.
Smoke for Cataclysm getting some information. Do they want to go for Arteezy? Arteezy takes the first step though, and Yuma, he doesn't make it over the cliff. Now he's still going to be in some trouble here as BKB wearing out. He has to refresh and read BKB.
Yeah, second go. They're getting mana drain.
Keeping him at bay. They do manage to get the supernova right on top of all these heroes, and they have to get out. But Leela's caught by just barely on the turret, but Yuma, he's trying to save him, but he might just get him caught. He managed to get the tornado, hit him with the RP, trying to blow him up with a meteor, and it is enough. Arteezy goes down, and so does Yopaj. Kitrak trying to dive himself away back into the safety of these buybacks.
Refresh, Gunnar has another round.
Get it far enough away. No, the tornado interrupts the skewer. Might have just saved Kitrak's life with the Book of Shadows, ensuring he gets away. Blinking aggressively.
This is so tempting. Yeah, they're gonna poke him.
Gonna be put to use. Mirror Shield doesn't bounce it back. Arteezy almost dead already. He needs to bail out. The magic damage also catches him by itself, but Nouns playing this nice and slow, keeping Saberlight with his AoE Doom, unable to catch anybody. They're gonna re-tornado him up.
Stormer.
They've got more side, they've got more RPs and skewers back, and they're gonna get it straight onto the Doom, pull him back in. They're gonna try and blow him up underneath this one. Yuma has no problem with that one. Immediate buyback, but Stormstormer caught by Thealacor. He gotta kill himself. Saberlight with the bots too. Now with the buyback, jumping forward, trying to catch Gunnar. He's been a nuisance this entire time. The refresh BKB. RP already used, but the troll isn't being controlled up right now. Yuma somehow managed to get the ethereal blade somewhere onto him, but he still is gonna die to the magic damage. Arteezy is cleaving through heroes. A chainsaw, just chopping down hero after hero. He's gonna catch up to more. Gunnar's gonna be next up. Saberlight lands another stomp in. 3 heroes, no buyback. Shopify of every single hero up.
Artur Babayev, he is just pounding through
Yuma desperate to try and do something here. Divine Rapier goes for the back door. And with the Rapier, he's actually doing so much damage. He's already cut down one of the heroes. That's going to be one hero without a buyback. Yuma, they need Arteezy. Where is Arteezy? They're trying to slow him down. Arteezy's making his run over. It's just not even needed. They cut him down with everybody else. Thealacor will pick up the Divine Rapier. Hello, second carry.
Maybe fortunate, maybe unfortunate, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, even if he managed to get off backdoor protection back up, does anything stop Arteezy
This is doing
from hitting damage through these buildings? Serious damage that closes out one of these creep waves. Another one coming in soon.
Back here in a few seconds. I mean, 30 seconds for the Invoker. I don't think it's going to be enough. Divine flying in for Artur right now. He can be slot this. He's going to slot it for the refresher. This should be enough right here.
The damage comes in so fast. Arteezy is cutting it down. Leela, he blows it. Oh my god, and that's it. They take it after one of the most brutal game throws I've ever seen in my life. Shopify Rebellion will claw the game back. It was once theirs, and they'll reclaim it, and they will reclaim the spot, the North American spot, the qualifier for Dream League.